He kept the workers. He let go the loony left. Okay, keep listening to Tucker Carlson because that'll just help everybody. No, he did not. He hurt American citizens. But Elon Musk didn't just hurt, the tech world doesn't just hurt American citizens. They hurt the immigrants too. This was 2022. Many people ran this, okay? Twitter employees on visas can't just quit. And some of those people on visas had been here 10 years, but they're under the slave master employer. See, it works for the it works for the millionaire and billionaire class. That's who it works for. Because when you have a ton of people on these visas, then they can treat them any way they want. And everybody already knows the history of Musk and how he treats employees. That's going way back. Okay, he even talks about it. No, I expect people to work harder. Yeah, how hard does he work? He just works at being a pimp. This is somebody from the article about this. Witter's research explains how the structure of a program like H-1B leaves workers in a helpless position where they may disagree with the ethics of the company's management or the work they're doing, but are unable to speak out or quit due to financial pressures and their immigration status. Yeah, if they quit, they usually have 2 months, 60 days to find another job. But that doesn't just mean find another job. They have to find somebody that employer has to be willing to sponsor them because they're not a citizen. So not only does Musk hurt the American citizens because he doesn't want to give the educated and well-knowing engineers of America these jobs, but the ones that were at Twitter that wanted to leave Twitter were now in an even worse situation. And who Musk got rid of was American citizens. Facebook, another company that's undergoing mass layoffs, had more than 1,300 people approved to work on H-1B visas. So at all these tech companies, all these social media companies, they have people that are on visas. Which, okay, fine, but it's an abused system. So what Elon Musk did was he fired the American citizens, not the people that were on visas, but even the people there that were on visas were worried about leaving. And some that decided, I'm just going to have to put up with what Musk does because I don't want to risk being deported. That's not somebody that Musk is not somebody that adds value to America. Nobody does if they're forcing workers to work all these crazy hours. It's indentured servitude. That's a stain on our country. And this is really interesting. Now labor and tech experts, including Witter, are encouraging remaining workers to unionize. Speaking from our research here, I think there's a lot of power in recognizing the power of labor, and that can look like a union. That can look like increased solidarity between workers who are at Twitter because the work doesn't get done without them. Well, I've been saying this is why I really don't support the unions because, and I can't speak for all of them, but at least in the nursing profession, the very people, the people, like if you decide to, we want to unionize, okay, you're going to seek out somebody that specializes in that field. When it comes to the nursing profession, they're tied to the employers. Like, what point is there to strike when your employer has to be notified of it? Like, the whole point is it's a gut punch to them to let them know, look, this is how much you need us. But instead, you get these people that, organize unions, and they direct what you should focus on. So it's just interesting that, because I've seen there's been this push with this globalist agenda for people to unionize. Because it's simple. It forces everybody into a box. And I know some people love their union, so I'm not trying to take away from it. It's just that, this is 2022 being reported on. And yet, it's just using people. It's hurting American citizens, and it's using immigrants and then wanting to, get them to organize as a union when really the problem is these employers, the millionaire and billionaire class that hurt American citizens and treat these immigrants, many of them, like shit because they're never held accountable for the working conditions. Or feel like that if they raise concerns, against their employers, they might be let go, and they have reasons why they can't afford to have that happen. They have a mortgage to pay, kids to feed, dependents with healthcare needs that they need to keep their insurance or a visa status to protect them. These are all examples of ways in which software engineers, despite being powerful in the scheme of work, generally still might be in a difficult situation. So if you want to keep believing the Tucker Carlsons and everybody else who has put Elon Musk on some pedestal, then go ahead. But it's not wanting to be really honest, because with these H-1B visas, it not only hurts Americans, it hurts the immigrants that are in these situations. The people that need to be held accountable are these CEOs that have gotten their millions off of hurting American citizens by not hiring them, and then bringing in indentured servitude to this country. So if you think that's just a left issue, well, then maybe you haven't woken up.